This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, tax, investment, financial, or any other advice. It is not intended to cause or induce breach of any existing agency agreement. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Another episode of the Full Subjects podcast. I got a special guest joining us. Chris, how are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Sweet. Gentlemen, how are we doing as well?
Always good.
Can't leave you guys out.
Yeah, no complaints over here.
Sweet. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself. We wanted to get you on because you and your business partner have a very unique business model. There's something that you guys specifically focus on, and I think it's been something that we're seeing more and more of, and that would be relocating.
Yeah, so we're specializing in relocating people from the Lower Mainland up into the Kamloops area.
Okay.
Both Victoria and I have invested interests up there. She's got a cabin at Red Lake, and I have a cabin on Adams Lake. So we're looking at any excuse to kind of be up there. And we thought, how can we blend this into our business?
Yeah.
So she messaged me. She saw that I sold a place up in Heffley Creek. She bounced a few ideas off me about the potential place that her clients were buying, and then it just clicked.
Yeah.
We both had the same ideas, same mentality of things, and it worked, right? We are two different people. I'm more hands-on with the construction and all that house, and then she's very hands-on with all the paperwork and all the logistics, stuff like that. So it was a good pairing. It just made sense. So, but to dive into people relocating to Kamloops, it is such a growing city.
Yeah,
that investment reasons is just it makes it's no brainer.
Yeah.
So so that's kind of what dove into.
Yeah.
Are you finding some people coming to you and saying, "Hey, Chris, we want to relocate," and then you're kind of like, "Oh, have you considered Kamloops?" Or nice.
I jump on that one every instance. They're like, "Yeah, we're thinking about this, man. Have you thought about Kamloops?" I mean, you can sell your place here. You're not going to be going to Calgary where you're mortgage free.
Yeah.
But the cost of living up there is so much lower. The house is so much lower. One of the apartments I just sold a little while ago, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It was $430,000 with a stunning view. It is unreal. My client sends me pictures all the time. They get storm systems up there, like thunder and lightning in the summertime, and she's got 2 valleys of it coming down. And she's taking these pictures for me, and they're unbelievable. She's so thrilled. She moved from where was she? South Surrey, and she's never looking back.
So what are the reasonings behind a lot of these people coming? What is the reason for the relocation?
The price.
Yeah. Affordability.
Yeah, the affordability is huge up there. Like I said about the condo there, houses, $1 million house up there is amazing. Mm-hmm. Where the same house down here is 1.6.
Yeah, wow.
Right? So you're saving a lot of money. And that place is just nothing but growing. Mm-hmm. Right? So your investment in that is coming up. And even if you're thinking on the investment side for rental, the rental market is the same price as down here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Right? That's what a lot of people don't understand. That they're
$1,100 a bedroom kind of thing.
Yeah, wow. Easy. So
it's good cash flow then for the investment stuff.
Exactly,
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, wow, that's huge, man.
That's awesome. So what are some things that people maybe don't consider? In other words, what are some things that people come to you, they're like, hey, I really want to relocate, but they haven't thought about these things, and you're like, have you actually thought about these things before you make that big
we were
move?
chatting about this before because so many people they think even if you're moving within Langley as an example, you think of okay, I've got to pack up my stuff and move it here and then I'll switch hydro, but picking up everything you have and moving it somewhere else, that's a pretty dramatic change. So just walk us through kind of the process.
It does sound like it's crazy, but at the same time it's really not.
Okay.
Hire a mover.
Yeah.
Right? That is the easiest thing. Big old U-Haul truck and go. Right?
Yeah.
There's U-Haul places everywhere up there, so you rent one down here, you drive it up there. I mean, what's the difference between getting U-Haul going from Langley to Aldergrove?
Right.
They're there, right?
Just keep driving.
It's just you're just driving. You're in there a little longer, but the process is still the same. A lot of people initially think Kamloops is so far away and you're disconnected from everyone, and no, it's 3.5 hours, right? And that's doing the speed limit, right? If you push the limits a little bit, it's a lot less than that.
Yeah.
So so the whole move up there, it seems like it's a lot at first, but then at the same time, It's no different. It's
So
just-
what's the growth been like since you've started doing this? Like, has there been a lot of growth in that area? Or?
So Kamloops itself is growing
Yeah.
crazy since I would say 2016 is when it started like leaps and bounds.
Wow.
Okay.
Like it used to be like, you know, small town kind of vibe sort of thing, but now they're like doing massive developments, industries picking up there, all sorts of high rises, like the permit department's just slammed because everyone's trying to build stuff up there. There's just so much desire to go up there to get out of the lower mainland. Just, you know, the lower mainland's busy, let's face it, right? People go up to Kamloops and it's a easier lifestyle, it's a slower lifestyle. You do get all 4 seasons of weather, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that people are like, oh, you just get so much snow. I'm like, sure, it snows up there, but they're also prepared for it.
Yeah.
You yourself have to have winter tires, like, you know,
Yeah.
be prepared for it. But at the same time, it's not like down here where, like, the city implodes
Chaos.
when a little
Yeah.
dusting of snow hits the
One,
ground.
one snowflake and
Exactly,
like,
that's this madness, right? So it's definitely, it's a different environment up there, higher elevations, so it's a drier cold. Like down here, it's a wet cold, it's like to the bones. Up there, no.
No, different.
Way different. Like you really have to go there and experience it to be able to like kind of understand. Like you can smile and nod, yeah, I get it, but actually go there and try it out and it's,
And
like,
see
it's
how it
way
is.
different.
Yeah. What's the demographic of people that you've been helping, like, with these moves?
is it more families or people that are retiring? Or?
It's all everything. So there's been retiring people up there. So they're retiring to like a smaller community, just a little past Kamloops, called Chase. So
Chase.
it's the village of Chase. It's an old like railway town basically, but you know the houses are small, communities small, everyone's close together. And it's a nice area. And then we moved some families up there. Young people, like the person that bought that condo, she's probably, where is she, like 30? So it's a whole wide range of people moving up there.
Nice. And are you finding that, like, the majority of the people you've been helping are staying there?
Oh, yeah.
Or are they relocating
Yeah,
further?
yeah, a
from
lot
there?
of,
Right.
everyone that I've helped move up there, they're not looking back.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Well, I think it's kind of interesting when you think about it. Like so much of what we talk about here is, I feel like it's, and on the podcast too, it's affordability, right? You know, Cole's running numbers saying like if you want to get into a townhouse at $700K, that's what your, you know, maybe the price point is. You know, this is what your mortgage payment will be. This is what you can qualify for in order to get into that product. But when you think of, you know, outsizing or moving farther out into a different community, all of a sudden, if you have something to sell, you know, maybe not only are you going to have a smaller mortgage, but it's also not going to be as expensive. So you don't need to have a job where you're making $250K a year. Like there's been people in our office, as an example, that have, you know, moved to Soyuz or moved up to Kamloops full time, and they sell what they have here, and they're basically, you know, mortgage free or very small mortgage and, you know, a very large home. And then now all of a sudden there isn't the expectation of like, okay, how am I going to make, you know, X amount of money this year to afford my mortgage? It's like, I just kind of gotta, I have a place, it's basically paid for. I just gotta basically, you know, make enough money to survive, have hobbies, vacation, all that kind of stuff. It's a very different lifestyle, but just expectation, I think.
I actually had a conversation with a guy last night about Kamloops. He was talking about down here, and he's got one kid. He's like, I can't have a second kid. He's like, I just can't afford it, right?
Can't
It's
afford
just
it.
nuts. He was like, I would love to. It'd be great for my son to have another sibling to deal with and all that stuff. He's
Have a
like,
bigger family.
exactly.
Yeah.
He said financially, it makes no sense. He's like, you know, if I could move to Kamloops, I would. But right now, I can't. He's kind of, his roots are dug in too deep, but it's in the back of his mind that if he has that opportunity comes up, he is seizing it because he sees the growth, he sees everything that's up there, all the positives. It's like his lifestyle, all that. Like Kamloops, just like I said, it's a bumping place. It's developing, it's growing. It has like even like pockets of older homes that are like great investments. Buy the home, knock it down, build something big. Like there's so much opportunity there.
Are you, sorry, Cody, are you seeing a lot of people invest with not the intention of moving there right away?
I haven't seen that one
Most
yet.
people are
Yeah.
wanting to move, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So more like families and stuff as opposed to people like speculating on the area.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Well, to touch on like just the investment side, are you finding like people are expanding their portfolios specifically out there rather than actually relocating themselves at that point, or?
There is that going on as well.
Nice.
Just because, like I said, of the affordability of it and the rental market. A lot of people touched on earlier about the rental market being the same as down here. So like the return on your investment is way higher up there. And a lot of people don't see that. They think small
That's
town
huge,
Kamloops and it's going to be, you know, pennies on the dollar sort of thing, right?
Exactly.
So it just hasn't come across these people yet.
Yeah.
What about in like, I mean, obviously, you know, the interior is a very large place. You know, you got Kelowna, you got Kamloops, you got Penticton, you got these other kind of communities where I'm sure you're seeing stuff that's pretty similar to Kamloops. How does, you know, how does that compare, I guess, or, you know, anecdotally, what are you seeing in Kamloops compared to some of those other areas?
The big thing that's coming up with like Kelowna, I'm going to use Kelowna example because it's where everyone like dreams of going.
Yeah, it's like another hub, basically.
Exactly. But now everyone's seeing that Kelowna is so busy and the traffic sucks. That main artery right through Kelowna is horrible, right? So that's one of the things that is deterring a bunch of people from going there, and that's why they're looking at the other options around it. And of course, Kelowna, the price is still skyrocketing, right? So the price point is still well above Kamloops at in Kelowna there.
Yeah, I guess you're outsizing to less of a premium area, but it's still a little bit premium relatively to kind of some of those other communities.
Exactly. Like Kamloops Lake itself it's a big, beautiful lake, but there's not a lot of lakeside access to it, right? So it's not like there's a problem with the lake. There's just not the real estate to surround it, much like Kelowna, where Kelowna you can build all around that lake.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I'm fascinated, like just with, you know, basically what you guys do, because it's very, very unique. There's, you know, myself and Cody, like we focus on the Lower Mainland, and it's interesting because you guys kind of have, to use this word again, hubs. So you have obviously down here, and you guys kind of specialize in not only just, you know, helping people move down here, but also, you know, to be, like we said, pick up everything and then move out to and relocate and start fresh up in Kamloops. When did you guys really realize that this was kind of a pocket that you guys could kind of seize in the market? Or was it just simply something where you saw, well, we like it here, we like it up there, we know the areas, and maybe that's just where we'll work?
Well, that was kind of the thing that I've been doing, and so was Victoria. It's always been in the back of my mind, like, it's a great opportunity to go up there. And so it was earlier this year where she pitched the idea to me. She's like, how about we just, like, we focus in on this and make this, like, our brand is what we do.
Your niche, yeah.
Right, exactly. Like, everyone's got their pockets, their niches and all that sort of stuff. Like, why don't we do this? Because so many people are getting out of the Lower Mainland, and we know the Kamloops area like the back of our hand. Like, why not?
Yeah, as opposed to referring out to other people, you can be the people that people refer out to, because we're definitely seeing it more and more. You know, we have conversations or hear about people moving to Calgary and other areas, and it's no different than BC of just moving to a different area.
Yeah, exactly.
What about like the job opportunity, in the sense of like, are a lot of these people that are relocating, are they transferable jobs that they have, or are they looking for new jobs out there?
Yeah, so one of the people that we're working for right now, he's with CN Rail, so he just transferred up there, right? Good job, like well-paying job, so they'll do well up there. And like I said, with Kamloops growing the way it is, there's more and more business up there. So there's more of a demand for tradespeople and all that.
And that's huge. Wow.
Yeah, sweet. You guys have any other questions?
No, I think it's great. I think it makes a lot of sense for a lot of people because affordability is the name of the game right now. I'm curious, do you guys sell up there as well?
We do a little bit of that one, yeah. We're still trying to break into that side of it as well.
Right.
It's kind of hard as it is, right?
For
We
sure.
always have to be up there and networking and whatnot, but we're going to slowly see more and more because we're putting a lot of effort up there.
I think you
for
will,
that.
absolutely. Especially as you're more, I guess, well-known, especially on the buying side.
Yeah.
It'll be easier for you guys to enter that market.
Well, and you guys also do such a great job with, you know, for your clients eventually when they move up there and they're happy with you guys. You know, once they, you know, those people start to make friends in the community. They'll have more
Exactly.
referral
Yeah,
business.
exactly.
and-
Out there.
Referrals are going to be another big
Just
one
takes a
for up
little
there.
bit of time.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Exactly,
Great.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, so like you said, we just started like focusing heavily on it this year. So it's
Good
going
for
to take
you.
some time to get,
Yeah.
get the ball rolling, but right now, like it's going good.
Yeah.
That's a great niche though, I think so. I think you have so many factors there that are just so opportunistic for people that it's like just getting the word out there, like you said, and then your track record will speak for itself. So.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, Chris, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for
Thanks for
joining
having
us
me.
for an
Always
episode.
like
You know, people that want to find you, where can they find you?
Social media, One Real Estate Group, or Chris Anderson Realtor. Yeah.
On Instagram?
Oh, no, that's, on Instagram. We're on Facebook as well.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Chris. Again, we appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Chris.